I think Georgia's wide receiver room is going to be even better in 2023 than it was in 2022, even though A.D. Mitchell is leaving. And, there was slight outrage, not the outrage that we saw fans have and you may have had last year when Jermaine Burton decided to transfer to Alabama. I think the circumstances publicly are different. For Adonai, he wants to be closer to his family, and I think it's understandable. And look, he's was on the receiving end of two of the most clutch plays in Georgia history. So he is a damn good dog, and I think that you have to respect his decision there. But Georgia's receiver room might be better in 2023. Got a couple freshmen coming in. I know they like Tyler Williams a lot. Anthony something I'm forgetting. I'm blanking on their names. But Ra Thomas, Dominic Lovett, Lad McConkey's coming back. Marcus Rosemy-Jack Saints, Arian Smith, Dylan Bell. And then think about Brock Bowers and Oscar Delp. I think it'll be even better in 2023. Ryan Curley from Dog Post here, talking about the wide receiver room for the Georgia Bulldogs this season. And we're not 100% sure who's going to be throwing to them, but I think it's going to end up being Carson Beck. Make sure you're checking out Double Dogs. This is our insider book and look, all of the behind-the-scenes stories and images from Georgia's 2022 championship run, going back-to-back Double Dogs. You're not going to want to miss it. Enough said. So, I think something was cooking from the beginning when, the A.D. Mitchell's ankle injury I thought was weird the way it was handled. I always thought that was strange. And I think that they knew he was probably going to leave. Or else, if you're a program, whether a player's leaving or not, you're still looking at the transfer portal, right, to see what talent you can recruit. Regardless, I'm sure they were going to go after Dominic Lovett and Ra Thomas, but that just kind of confirmed it, that was a possibility. I got the Bills game on. It is snowing. I bet that's a lot of fun. But Dominic Lovett played well against Georgia. This is a guy that had over 800 yards this year, 3 touchdowns. I think he had 84 yards against Georgia in the first half. A versatile weapon. And Ra Thomas, kind of a go-up-and-get-it guy, a bigger guy. He's listed at 6'2", 200. Closer to Marcus Rosemy-Jack Saints' frame. But Lad McConkey's coming back. And I thought he should have left. I thought Lad was going to get drafted. I think that he's that good. I think he's good enough to play in the NFL. I'm not saying he was a first-round pick or a second-round pick or anything like that, but I thought he was good enough to get drafted and be a contributor to an NFL team next year. He decides to come back. Brock Bowers comes back. Oscar Delp comes back. You've got a couple tight ends, Pierce Sperlin, Jamar Chase touchdown. Pierce Sperlin and Lawson Lucky are coming in. Tyler Williams, all those guys are coming in. And then you add Ra Thomas and Dominic Lovett. Georgia didn't add anyone in the transfer portal this past season, but now they are. And Kirby Smart changes with the times. If they feel like they need to hit the transfer portal, they're going to hit the transfer portal and get guys. They didn't have to last year. Look, they were perfect. They won all 15 games. They won back-to-back national championships, and they're adding more people. Look, this is probably going to end up being Carson Beck under center. And he is a guy with a lot of arm talent. He can really rip the ball downfield. He can really rip it downfield. He can get in the tight windows. Is he ready? We're not sure. We're going to find out. Is he a really good quarterback? Can he play the position well? I think he can. We're going to see. Stetson Bennett was good at playing quarterback. He may not be as talented, but he understood the position. There is a difference. There are so many talented guys. Arian Smith, we got to see bits and pieces of it. I feel like we never really see it fully unleashed. We see bits and pieces here and there. We saw big catch against Tennessee. Obviously, the big touchdown catch against Ohio State to make it a 1-touchdown game. He is a game breaker with his speed. He is not just that. He's not just a go route. But they need to figure out how to just get the guy the ball in space. There's certain players that you got to get the ball in space. I was watching the Jaguars-Chiefs game yesterday. Why are you not getting the ball to ETN in space? You see what happens when he does that. when you get it out to them quick and get them blockers, that's something they need to explore with Arian Smith, in my opinion. I think that it's a really versatile wide receiver room. So who are you missing? A.D. Mitchell, Dominic Blaylock, and Karis Jackson. Well, Dominic Blaylock, not a huge contributor. Karis Jackson, a long-time contributor for the Georgia Bulldogs, 21 catches, 320 yards, no touchdowns this season. He was more of a locker room contributor. Look, Karis Jackson had a really good 2020. And he meant a lot to the Georgia Bulldogs program as a leader. But he just kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit there towards the end. But he made some big plays. He made some big catches. One against Ohio State really sticks out to me. He had a really great catch in 2021 against Florida. He made big plays. But those three guys, A.D. Mitchell was barely on the field last year. 9 catches last year. 9. 3 touchdowns. But he only had 9 catches last year. He played Oregon. He didn't play for a long time. I can't remember exactly how many games he missed, but he wasn't out there a lot of time. Obviously, he was there when it really mattered and, made clutch plays. He has a catch in every single playoff game he's ever played in. But Georgia's receiving room is going to be more versatile this coming year, in my opinion. You lose Darnell Washington. I also mistakenly missed on letting you know that. But it's interesting because there were certain position groups where it's like, oh, are they going to be as good? They're missing all these guys. This is one of those ones where, you subtract A.D. Mitchell, that's the biggest subtraction. But adding Ra and Dominic Lovett and the freshman talent that you got coming in, I don't know, man. I think it could be better. Links are down below. Make sure you're checking out Double Dogs. Make sure you're checking out the site, dogpost.com. Make sure you're checking out all of our socials. And thanks for watching.